Well, for the first time ever, there are 4 Australian films in the top 5 at the Aussie box office. How good's that? While the pandemic has ravaged Hollywood, with many US cinemas unable to open and major new releases on hold, our local industry is absolutely booming.
Now, COVID has had a lot to do with that, with choices at the cinema limited. Even so, box office takings are putting these new releases up there with our all-time greats. So how do they really compare? Weekend Sunrise movie guru Jason Jabba Davis has more for us.
Congratulations on your upcoming wedding.
I don't know how upcoming it is. He won't set a date.
We'll talk about it later. Later.
Teddy?
What is it with you and later?
It's been a huge 12 months for Aussie films. Thanks to COVID, blockbuster competition from overseas has been all but wiped out, with local movies storming to the top of the box office. The latest addition to the top 5, Long Story Short.
Don't freak out. I think I have travelled through time.
Yeah?
Yesterday, we got married, and today...
Say hi to Daddy.
Here he is. Here she is.
In Australia, official box office results are provided by Numero.
It feels unprecedented that we've got 4 out of 5 films are Aussie titles. Can you talk us through what the top 5 is at the Aussie box office at the moment?
Sure. Well, it actually started on the Australia Day long weekend when Penguin Bloom opened. So we had The Dry and Penguin Bloom in number 1 and 2 position. Then only a couple of weeks later, High Ground opened and overtook The Cruise to be in 3rd place. So for the first time ever, we had 3 Australian films in the top 3. And then this week, as you say, we've got Long Story Short opened in 4th place.
According to figures from last weekend, the top 5 films at the Aussie box office are The Dry, Penguin Bloom, Detective Chinatown 3, Long Story Short and High Ground, with Aussie films taking out spots number 1, 2, 4 and 5.
It's been terrific. The best films at Palace Cinemas have been Australian films for the past couple of months. So we're still doing gangbuster business for The Dry. High Ground is out right now, and Penguin Bloom has been doing terrific business for a number of weeks now.
And it's not all due to COVID. This latest crop of Aussie films are successful in their own right.
So you've heard some stories about me.
I've heard some.
The biggest success story for this year has been The Dry. It's taken over $17 million to date and heading towards the $20 million magic mark.
You lied back then, Aaron. Luke lied as well. The day that poor girl drowned.
There has actually only been 13 Australian films that have achieved the $20 million mark in the history of Australian film.
Can you talk us through the top 5 of all time?
Yes, Crocodile Dundee from 1986, everyone remembers that one, took $47 million. Number 2 was Australia. Babe from 1995 took $37 million. Happy Feet in number 4, and then Lion number 5.
I always thought that I could keep this family together. I need you, Saru.
But as we celebrate the resurgence of our local film industry, it's more important than ever to keep supporting local cinemas.
What are the biggest roadblocks that the cinema industry is facing at the moment?
Well, right now it is hard to get supply, and the distributors are rightly a little bit reluctant to release films in Australia because a snap lockdown can mean that their entire P&A budget is lost. So it just really robs the industry of its confidence to release a film on a certain date. But we're confident with the vaccine rolling out that time is coming to an end.
The boys and I were struggling.
Oh, you're struggling.
Yes, it's all of us.
I think as soon as the product supply chain from Hollywood really starts to ramp up, I think that we're going to see some stellar business at the box office.
It's a tough time for all, but if there's one silver lining from COVID, it's shining some much-needed light on Aussie film.
Oh, we're just seeing those shots at the end there of Penguin Bloom. It is beautiful. I took the 3 kids, and it even kept my 5-year-old's attention, the whole thing.
We're doing some good films, aren't we? It's
So
really Aussie
good.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We love it.